My fellow women, today we celebrate International Women's Day on the theme Accelerate Action. It is my pleasure to address you on this important occasion. At a time when our government listens to us, when our international partners support our livelihoods, and when the world is paying attention to our circumstances, the women of Sierra Leone continue to demonstrate remarkable resilience as they navigate various transitions in their lives. 15 years ago, it was almost unimaginable that women were confined to the kitchen, stationed in marketplaces, and engaged in street trading, petty trading, and unsafe mining practices in bacterial-infested pits. Even the backyard farming we relied on could not take us where we aspired to. A mere glance of our physical conditions suggested we were barely surviving. 15 years ago, our representation in Parliament was alarmingly low. Our presence in the cabinet was even worse. However, we saw an increase in our numbers in street trading, nearly every major market in Sierra Leone, and remained firmly rooted in domestic roles. That was the reality for the women of the past, defined solely by the household duties. Those who managed to escape that barrier found themselves in technical and vocational education, TechVoc, but were ultimately hindered by the lack of startup grants to turn their entrepreneurial visions into reality. My fellow women, in the last 3 years, we have witnessed accelerated action to address these long-standing challenges. For this, I salute the government of President Bio for redefining the status of women in nation building and for placing women in decision-making positions, enabling them to drive processes that create opportunities for the social and political advancement of Sierra Leone women. Today, we witness a parliament with a safe quota for women's representation. Today, we see a cabinet that includes women as ministers and deputy ministers. In parastatals, we admire the outstanding performances of our gallant women. And in the army and in the police force, our women continue to impress us. Even in education, women and girls now lead in school and university enrollment. In national examinations, NPSC, Beke and WAS, our female students continue to outperform their male counterparts. But this is still not enough. We will continue to fight for gender parity in every aspect of human endeavor. We want more women in politics. As I look forward to becoming the next national women's leader of the SLPP, together we will introduce MUSCLE, a program designed to build the political and social capacity of our women, empowering them to explore within the governance of our government. We will implement LIFE, which is a welfare advocacy program aimed at the economic empowerment of grassroots women. We will restore the dignity and recognition of women within the SLPP and restructure the political infrastructure that defines us. These are the urgent actions we must take once you elect me as your next national women's leader. I call upon all women's leaders and those with delegate status to recognize that we must work fast and work diligently to revamp our Women's Council, filling it with competent individuals who can represent our realities. On this International Women's Day, we should reflect on our journey from the dark days of political stagnation within our Women's Council to a new era of quality and inclusive representation. You deserve the best, and I assure you, in this holy month of Ramadan, that you will receive the best from me. Alfreda Yeama Kassay, your next national women's leader. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, I pray that the Almighty Allah accepts your fasting. To our Christian brothers and sisters observing Lent, I pray you find solace in Jesus' bosom. God bless you. One country, one people.